It is one of my favorite days of the week. It's Tech Tuesday, just in case you didn't know or realize I like tech. I like tech a lot. Might be because I'm actually good at it. Or at least in some cases. Some areas? Areas, that's the right word. But anyway, look, today's Tech Tuesday, I want to talk about social media. And I've heard it, like the idea thrown around that social media makes people really, really bad or turns people into terrible people, makes people terrible. That idea. But I've heard probably what I believe to be a more accurate thought, that social media doesn't actually change anybody in that way. It just shows more of who they were, who they are, I guess, or who they were before social media. That a lot of that doesn't change. It just comes out more. And part of that, I think, is being able to say whatever you want, and without it really reflecting back on you. And then that distance as well, because you don't see the face on the other side. Well, it's not face to face, so it's text mostly. You feel freer to say whatever it is that what you actually think, really. Unless you do it in video format, then I guess that's different. Someone will see your face, but you might still not necessarily see their face. Something like that. But look, either way, the point is, social media doesn't actually seem to change. Basically, what's the term? What you actually truly believe and the character. That's the term I'm looking for. It doesn't change your character. Your character's still there. You just now have a platform then to express it. Either more or less, I guess. If you're a quieter sort of person and you see more and more activity going on, then I guess if your personality and your character is to be quieter and withdraw in, busy or social situations, then I guess you'll just sit back and say less, right? That's the idea. That's the theme anyway, which I largely agree with. I'm sure it's not 100% true, but it does seem to be true for a fair majority. But the other thought that I've had recently is that there seems to be an increase in people's sensitivity as well. In people being offended by stuff, by, being insulted by stuff, taking things personally. And I want to put the idea out there that maybe that's partially due to things like social media, because people are now freer to say whatever they want, and they do so. Sometimes that's not particularly nice, and I guess that's why people say that social media makes some people terrible. But really, it's maybe that's a problem, because there's no longer, there is, but you've got to be very self-controlled. Usually people who are on social media don't switch off from it, probably myself included, actually, not as much as I should anyway. But look, you've now got the option to be, harassed and insulted and offended by these people 24/7, or at least any waking moment, because it's always on. Before all of this stuff, you'd have the option, you go home at the end of the working day, at the end of the school day, at the end of whatever your day is, and you would just be disconnected from everybody else, unless they intentionally came to your house or, contacted you, by phone or something, or wrote you a letter, I guess. Then, that contact would be broken. You'd get a break from whatever it is, whoever it was that was harassing you, or offending you, insulting you, whatever it is, whatever was rubbing you up the wrong way is now you've got a distance between it. Not so much anymore. And maybe that's a downside to social media and technology. But really, then I guess, whose responsibility is that, really? Is it the person saying it, or is it you to be able to control that and, exercise some self-control and get off it? I don't know. Food for thought. Anyway, as always, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you got something out of that. I certainly have, just by thinking through it and reflecting on those ideas. So, yeah. Helpful for me. Hopefully now sharing it with you helps too. But as always, I hope you have a great day. Hope to see you next time. And thanks. Bye. Oh, follow, subscribe if you want to see me next time. Now, thanks. Bye.